Germany is still in shock after a suspected member of the so-called Islamic State carried out a terror attack at a festival in the city of Solingen. A 26-year-old Syrian asylum seeker has been arrested. IS claimed responsibility for the knife attack but provided no evidence. Deutsche Welle correspondent Thomas Sparrow joins us now from Berlin. So Thomas, what more have authorities found out about the alleged perpetrator's motivations?
This investigation has been now taken over by Germany's public prosecutor, which is a sign that German authorities are indeed looking into all different avenues related to a possible terror attack. They are investigating the 26-year-old Syrian who has been arrested and who is believed to have acted with a radical Islamist motivation. That is, so far, what authorities have released. They are delving further into possible elements in this motivation to try and understand, on the one hand, why this asylum seeker actually carried out the attack, to what extent he was related to the so-called Islamic State. The Islamic State claimed responsibility for the attack, did not provide any immediate evidence. So this is also something that Germany's public prosecutor is looking into. You can imagine that this attack in the city of Solingen has generated shock here in Germany, not only in Solingen or in the neighboring region, but overall in the country. Knife attacks are not necessarily very common in Germany compared to other countries around the world, but it is something that authorities are now looking very carefully, also when it comes to possible political consequences.
And so what political impact will this attack have? What measures are authorities discussing?
One measure that they're discussing is tightening laws when it comes to knife possession in public. This could be changing the knives that people are allowed to carry in public, for example, with shorter blades. It also involves having knife-free zones. For example, when there is a festival like in the city of Solingen, those who are in favor of that basically say that it would help create a sense of security. Those who are against that say that it would be very difficult to enforce. And a second element, because we're talking here of the main suspect as an asylum seeker that had come from Syria in December 22, is how to strengthen laws of migration and deportation, especially of failed asylum seekers. This second element particularly relevant in Germany now, because only in a few days there are regional elections into eastern German states where the issue of migration is particularly controversial. So migration on the one hand and possession of weapons on the other hand, those are the big two topics that politicians are discussing now.
OK, Thomas Sparrow reporting there from Berlin. The head of the United Nations nuclear watchdog is concerned about the safety of a reactor